All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Bit-O-Asm-3 challenge from picoCTF, otherwise known as Cylab Academy, as part of their reverse engineering series of challenges. The challenge description says, can you figure out what is in the EAX register? Put your answer in the picoCTF flag format, picoCTF n, where n is the contents of the EAX register, in the decimal number base. If the answer was hex 11, your flag would be picoCTF 17. Download the assembly dump here. So what we need to do for this challenge is we need to highlight the dump file link and then right-click, select copy link, then go over to your terminal. You're going to make a directory for this challenge. We're going to call this Bit-O-Asm-3. Then we're going to move into that directory. From there, we can type in wget and then space, and then paste in the file address, hit enter to download the file, and then take a look at the downloaded file, disassembler dump0c.txt. I'm just going to use nano to read that file. And this is a lot longer than the previous challenge. But what we're going to do is we're going to identify exactly what instructions we need to pay attention to. Let's talk about this. Okay, so this is picoCTF Bit-O-Asm-3. And in this challenge, we're asked to look at an assembly dump for a program and figure out what's in the EAX register at the end of the program. So these are x86 assembly instructions. And to understand the contents, we need to understand a bit about the x86 assembly language. So these are the programming languages closest to the pure machine code that computer processors execute. And to solve this challenge, we need to understand 3 different x86 assembly instructions: the move instruction, the add instruction, and the I-multiply instruction. So first, the move instruction. So move is an assembly instruction which moves data into memory locations. So in this example, the value hexadecimal 4, which is also decimal 4, is moved into the dword PTR RBP minus hex 8 location. So basically this value is moved into this memory location. So there's also the add instruction. And the add instruction is used to add a value to the current value at a specified location. So in this example, the value hexadecimal 1F5, which is decimal 501, it's added to the value at the EAX location. So whatever value is at EAX is going to be increased by the value of 501. And the last instruction we need to understand is this one, the imul instruction. So the imul instruction multiplies the value of a specified location by a value. So in this example, the value of the EAX location is multiplied by the value at the dword PTR RBP minus hex 8 location. So whatever number is in this location, it's going to be multiplied by the EAX location, and it's going to be stored in the EAX location. Okay, so this can be a bit difficult to keep track of. We need to keep track of the contents of the memory locations illustrated above. So there's EAX, and then there's the dword PTR locations. So there's RBP minus hex 4, minus hex 8, and minus hex C. So the first instruction that we need to keep track of, well, let's talk about which instructions we need to keep track of. So we need to keep track of these instructions that I'm marking with the asterisk over here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. okay? Because the different instructions, they affect each other. I'll explain what each one of these instructions are doing. So the first instruction is move into dword ptr rbp minus hex c, this large hexadecimal number. Okay, so hex c now contains this number, 654,000 something something. The second instruction is move into dword ptr rbp minus hex 8 decimal 4. So move 4 into this memory location. So rbp minus hex 8 contains 4. The third instruction is move into EAX the value of dword ptr rbp minus hex c. So because c contains this value, 654,000 something something, now EAX contains that value as well. Okay, so the fourth instruction is the multiply instruction. So whatever value is in dword ptr rbp minus hex 8, that is going to be multiplied by EAX. So 4 times 654,000, and now EAX contains this big number. What is this? Like 2,619,496? And then the fifth instruction is an add instruction. So to EAX, we're going to add this hex number, which is, I think it's like 1F5 is like, let me do the quick conversion. Hex to decimal. So the hex number is 1F5. So this is 501, which is added to EAX. Okay, so EAX now holds this number over here. All right, so the sixth instruction is a move instruction. So move into dword ptr rbp minus hex 4, the value of EAX. So it now holds this really big value. And the last instruction is now dword ptr rbp minus hex 4 gets moved into EAX. And now EAX contains this really big number. So the goal of the exercise is to understand which number is in EAX at the end of the program, which is this one. So if we copy this number, we can wrap this with the picoCTF flag wrapper and submit this as the flag. Okay, we'll copy this. We'll go over to the challenge. And at the bottom of the challenge description, we'll paste in the flag, submit the flag, and then we're finished. All right, everybody. That was a guided walkthrough for the Bit-O-Asm Challenge 3. The Bit-O-Asm-3 challenge from picoCTF, otherwise known as Cylab, as part of their reverse engineering series of challenges. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons in the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.